Hello YouTube, hello. I am so sorry to be running so late today. I do apologize. I had some things that I had to help some family with, but I am here now and I have to ask, what is happening? GameStop 22.28 still refusing to push up. They just will not let it move. 22.83 is the highs of the day, which, you know, it's promising. It's still higher than we were yesterday. At least, you know, for all of the day. It doesn't count the 24 back there. That was the day before. So we just really haven't pushed up yet. We are still looking with that 2 hour quite red still. The 1 hour has been trying to curl up now for the longest time. Now that I'm here, we are gonna get this curled up. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start pushing up now. I am calling for a bullish rest of the day. I want to go so far to even say we might even make new intraday highs. At the very least, I think we're gonna retest this. Kinda sucks. But we have to start all over again, basically. But hey, we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. I'm calling for it being close. I think that we're gonna get something either this week or very early next week. So it's just a matter of time now. Just hang in there, family. We are very close. What else has been going on in the market, though? Let's take a look around. Nano Dimensions is one of my favorite stocks, by the way. I saw this got halted today and has been running to the upside. Does look like MACD shifting red now on the 5-minute. Might have been missed. I don't know. I didn't look into what the news is. I'll probably do that eventually. It's not a huge priority for me. SPY, though, 569.88. Was higher earlier, really looking like it wants to come down right now. We were pretty bearish yesterday, and it's looking more bearish than it was. There is also a lot of calls in the market. I just looked at that. Lots and lots of calls. So, really the perfect time for them to push it down. Yo, what's up, Mike? I'm from Pennsylvania. Where are you from, man? But yeah, so let's check out a couple other things here. AMC still coming down. AMC down to 437 today. Just looking terrible. What about Hollow? Hollow starting to push up here a little bit. Still within the same range as it's been, though, so not looking good yet. Volume, or the MACD on Hollow is still curled up. Still has a ways to go to positive territory, and we really got to see more volume to come into Hollow to believe that this is the one. Siri, what a disappointment this is. Just a matter of time, just gotta wait for it. Yeah, Nano Dimensions coming up, touching their EMA 200 on the daily. Other than that, not really. I mean, I guess I should still look at news. to acquire Mark Forged. Okay, so that's interesting. It's an acquisition. I don't know anything about Mark Forge. Had the dollar down to $100.22 today. A lot higher now at 189, but I'm still looking for that to come down below 100. GME trying to curl back to green on the 5-minute MACD. We can get that curled up. I think that we will finally start making a push to the upside. A Flyers fan, a little bit, you know, a little bit. I live kind of far. I'm like dead center of the state, which is, you know, like 3+ hours to Pittsburgh and 3+ hours to Philadelphia. So it's hard to get to those kind of games, and so I've never really gotten into it too much. I am an Eagles fan a lot. I just never really watched a lot of hockey. But if I had to support one, it would be the Flyers. I did live in terms of football, though, I lived in Baltimore for a long time, so I'm actually a big Ravens fan, too. I know you really can't be both, and if I had to choose one, I'd probably go purple, but just saying. Oh, London and Ontario, Canada. Is there a London in Ontario, Canada? I feel like that answers itself, right? There must be. I didn't know that. Awesome, man. Awesome. One of these days, after the squeeze happens on GME, and we're all sitting on a nice pile of attendees and all nice and happy, you're gonna have to cross into America, or I'll have to cross into Canada, and we shall meet up one day. Me and, you know, a lot of the community have talked about that for a while. A bunch of them live in Sweden, a couple of them across the US. But yeah, we gotta find a place sometime. I've never been to Canada. If you've never been to America, it's probably a lot like Canada. But I don't know if you're a big skier, but that's like the main thing that I'm looking forward to doing. With some people too, talked about in the community. Just go to some nice mountain and ski our faces off for a long time. We are close. We are close. I think we might have still like another day or so of pain. You know, maybe we'll still keep making new highs here and there, but it's just going to be a painful climb up. And then I do think the big one is within a week. Could be by the end of this week, could be early next week. I would love to just see it be today, though. I'm tired of waiting. Definitely tired of waiting. Oh, wow, you did a lot of moving around. I just went out to San Diego to visit family, and that was really nice. That is a lot of moving around here. Let's keep jumping around the market, though. Let's see what else has been going on today. Tesla 255. Still shocked Tesla's so high, but man, that China bailout helped a lot. And they just keep releasing news. They need their robotaxi event to go well, though. If it doesn't go well, they're in trouble. I imagine it will, though. SPY looking very bearish. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry. You might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. Watch it just end up getting a big pop to the upside here, though. I have been calling for new highs, probably based on the higher frame chart, but when you look at it intraday, they just keep making SPY look awful on the lower time frames. But when you zoom out, it just looks so good. I do think something like August 5th is coming though. Can't stress that enough. Just a matter of predicting when. I think it's gonna be, you know, not that far off. So we'll see what happens. GME, a slightly bigger green candle now as the 5-minute is just about to flip back to green. Just gotta push on through here and maybe one more candle will be beyond to green. Still need to see more volume coming in. Such a low volume day so far. We are only at 4 million volume and not even quite at 4 million. And we only have 2 hours and 45 minutes left in the day. Palantir 38.19 still. Oh no. Was the high. Currently at 36.70. Down quite a bit. We did call that one out before that happened. Could be a head and shoulders forming. Be very careful with that one. Interesting. China stocks gapped down today. After the big gap up yesterday from the bailout, I'm surprised to see that big gap down like that, given we did recover a lot of it. Not all of it. But it could be a premonition of what's to come. The gap down really didn't even retrace, though, like anything from the bailout. So realistically, one would assume that the China market in general is going to rally to the upside. Eee, Boeing. Boeing starting to look sketchy. They are flipped green on the 5-minute MACD, but have been now for a decent amount of time. Haven't been able to push up. RSI very oversold, despite still staying at these low levels. I have heard nothing but bad news from Boeing over and over again. That being said, the daily is about to flip green. Could you be just a fake out before I push back up? DJT came back to life a little bit now. Was all the way down to $11.75, but hit $14.48 today, up to $13.76. DJT has just been getting destroyed over the last week, so a recovery was expected. Question is that it? TLT dropping while the SPY is dropping. Could be a sign that we are actually about to start going up. Intel still coming back to life, still pushing up 2351. The guy who spent his grandmother's fortune must be so happy this week to see the recovery. LuxH to me looks very similar to like GameStop setup right now. Had a massive amount of volume start coming in, and now there's like a retracement shakeout happening. LuxH to me looks very interesting, and I'd be interested in getting into this if GME does its thing first. But realistically, I would think that if GME does its thing, a lot of other stocks across the whole market are going to do very similar things from shorts having to exit their positions. I think that a lot of suppressed stocks are going to come back to life, including LuxH, including Hollow, including Nokia, BlackBerry, AMC. There's so many of them. Nvidia at 123.17. Nvidia has just been all over the place. I heard they just keep getting good news though, so. AMD at 162. Crazy. Took 2 months to recover what they lost. Hollow actually looking almost a little better, not quite, but if it could break above recent levels, maybe it would start to look a lot better. GME is finally green on the MACD again, 5-minute time frame. Should be time to start pushing this up. If we can start pushing this up, we will curl up this 1 hour time frame, and then we'll just have the 2 hour to go. bands very narrow on the 2-hour time frame. Should be about time for a pop soon. Maybe not today, but we'll see. Oops. Was I really looking at XLU? Gosh darn it. I didn't even look up there. I didn't realize it. I thought I switched back. Gosh, it just takes so long for the price action to play out. Come on, GME. So close to curling up that 1 hour. 5 minute did curl back down, but I think it's going to curl right back up here soon. They're just going to make us wait for it over and over again. Oh, I hate the GME waiting game. Come on, man. Wonder why the dollar rallied so much. Got rejected at 101 though. Oh, well that could be it. That could be it. That's probably it. How we looking, Amy? Increased momentum to the downside on the daily. Very red. Very negative. Very red on almost all time frames except for the 1 and the 5. But still negative on both. Just maybe going green. AMC looking the worst it's looked in months. GME maybe about to do something?
You on the dance floor. Can you meet me on the dance floor? Yeah, I see you on the dance floor. Can you meet me on the dance floor? 'Cause I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. Can you meet me on the dance floor? I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance.
Come on, Jimmy, give us that breakout. 2239 right now. It's looking kind of good, but not quite there yet. Come on, GME, hold that level. It's coming down, testing the top of our channel. Top of the sloping resistance. Unfortunate. SPY continuing to make new intraday lows, 568.91. Where did the music go? There it is. GME breaking back above the sloping resistance right now at the EMA 200 on the 1 minute chart. Love to see us break out higher. It's about time. Testing the top of our bands right now. Broke through that EMA 200, GME 2238. Yo, what's up, Kyle Jones? Welcome back, man. Oh, I know, dude. AMC is a mess. Honestly, like, for how much they have been trying to get this one down, they're trying way harder than they're on GME. The only hope for AMC is a GME squeeze. There's no going up for AMC without GME squeezing. So that's really all I'm holding on for. I'm just watching this, because when this goes, that will go. This will not go from the looks of it. I mean, it looks like it will not go on its own. GME looking promising though right now, 2240. This is where we got rejected a little bit ago, but we are above the sloping resistance right now. I see that AMC keeps kind of having good news, so I'm waiting for a turnaround, but boy, they do not want to let it happen. I think that GME is going to happen, though, within a week. And so I would say AMC is going to happen within a week. GME right now, 2240, right at the top of the bands. We have 2 hours and 21 minutes left in the day. It's plenty of time for us to push up and make new intraday highs. AMC right now, 1.09% cost to borrow, with 2.1 million short shares available. Where they got an extra 2 million from this morning, I couldn't tell you. GME on the other hand, 0.38. We were up to 0.42 cost to borrow overnight, but for some reason, as soon as the market started, it dropped, with 1.1 million short shares available right now. They're going up as well, just a little bit. Right now, 0.72 is the PCC, while the SPY is looking like it's going to drop. I mean, this thing could easily reverse at any second, but it keeps making new intraday lows. Starting to look particularly bad for the SPY. Still green on the daily though. Can't stress that enough. Still green on the daily. GME did get rejected up there. Now 2237, still above the EMA 200 though. We're actually just trading right at the EMA 8. And breaking down further. Testing the top of our sloping resistance right now, 2234. As long as we can hold this, we can push back up here shortly. Was enough to curl the 1 minute MACD down to red again, but that's okay. We can curl that right back up. 5 is still green. Looks like it's trying to curl down the 30-minute right now, but we're not going to let it. AMC right now, 437, right where it came down to this morning before getting a bounce. So hopefully we'll hold this level and get a nice bounce from here eventually. GME 2233, still testing the top of that. And breaking below it, 2231 now. Looks like it's more waiting for us. Testing it again. We'll see if it breaks back above or if we get held below. Kind of looking promising right now, actually, you know? Maybe it's not over yet. Still very surprised to see Baba red on the day. Is there something sketchy going on in the China markets that's going to keep these from rallying to the upside? Or is that just normal profit take? Novavax down 8.7% on the day. Novavax has been a consistent squeezer, though. I really like this play. I really think I'm gonna get into this in the future if it's still doing this after GME. But you know, it comes down to these 10 to 12 levels, and then it squeezes on up over and over. And this one, my understanding is that it's waiting for FDA approval for a vaccine. I haven't kept up with it. Maybe something happened with that. Doesn't look like it. So this one, you know, has a lot of squeeze potential in the future. Same thing with FFIE though. Not waiting for FDA approval, but waiting for this one to squeeze. This one's looking just like AMC today. Open Door down to 202. Open Door had a nice little pop up to 220 yesterday, but now it's right back to where it was. Could be breaking below $2 here soon, or maybe it's just going to come down, retest it before it actually rockets to the upside. Plug Power, I heard some people calling for a squeeze on this one. Plug Power looking exactly like Open Door, frankly. But if this were to squeeze, I would think it would come down and retest this low at 192 and then rocket to the upside. BOF right now isn't looking as good in the last 2 days, but if you look at BOF on the daily, BOF is looking phenomenal and looking like it's setting up for something. Did have the daily curling up 2 days ago, though. Really curled down quite a lot, unfortunately, there. But still, holding the upper levels should just be a matter of time there.
say you love me. There's something about your eyes. I gotta feel it, I don't feel it.
CGC canopy growth down to 440 now. CGC's been getting crushed. These are great levels to pick up this stock though. I think this stock will squeeze hard in the future, considering how much they're keeping it down, but I cannot tell you where the floor would be for this. Same thing with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors has clearly been getting suppressed. Feels like this is about a floor for Lucid, but whenever that's gonna go, could not tell you. BlackBerry as well. BlackBerry has been in that boat for a long time. Aurora Cannabis, one of those consistent squeezers as well. 561 right now. Did just have a run up. It was below 4 not too long ago. I mean, below 5, I mean. All the way down to 284, jeez. Boeing starting to come down more and more every day. 152.87. 152.69 actually, low of the day. Yeesh. Probably one of the big reasons why SPY is dropping. GME right now, 2239. Slowly climbing. It's kind of got like a different little channel thing going upwards now.
Yeah, I know we lost touch, but I'm still here. We were young, we were kids, it was something rare. I told you everything, but when it all burned down and you were left with nothing, did you question God or did you see it coming? Come on, oh come on.
There's the recovery for SPY. I'm saying that might happen. It really hasn't broken out of these previous levels of resistance though, so we'll see what ends up happening here. Could just be a fake out before it goes down, but was looking for a bigger green candle. Realistically, that's only about $1 from the lows right now. Still climbing though, or trying to climb. Looking like it actually could be a really big breakout here. Could be a nice time to pick up SPY, non-financial advice. Breaking above the medium line right now on the 5-minute.
You cared about me, but when it all burned down and you lost my number, or you couldn't even call, didn't know if you recovered or not. Come on, come on.
Just remember, it seems like they're throwing everything that they got at AMC and GME, especially AMC. So you know it's gotta be close. We just saw that huge spike in volume recently. It is a sign of how close we are. GME looking like it could be ready. Green 1 minute MACD in positive territory. The 5 minute just about to get to positive territory.
Oh, come on, yeah, come on.
1 hour looking like it's finally ready to curl up as well. Finally, time for our reversal upwards. So I have 2 hours and 3 minutes left in the day even. We can still make those intraday highs.
Took a couple L's this week, it's been hard to get out of bed. She never looked that way at me, I swear she's fucking with my head. Take me far away from pain. Take me far away, far from yesterday. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. Darling, damn, you look beautiful. You're killing my heart, it's the usual. Killing my heart, it's the usual. All you do is waste my time. Done being a victim of your phony love. All you do is waste my time. All of your hypocrisy is killing me. All you do is waste my time. Done being a victim of your phony love. I'm not looking for
SPY back above 570 now. 570.11. Kinda sputtering out right now though. Still looking good, but taking some time to breathe and think about what it wants to do. Right at that EMA 200 in the 1 minute though. I think that we are gonna climb up further.
There's no signs of stopping now. She stares at me
GME 2242.
like it lives with him, just trying to tear me down. In this evil game, she's proud. Living in my head rent free, knowing that she's killing me, she's killing me. All you do is waste my time. Yeah. All you do is waste my time, yeah. All you do is waste my such a pain to close my eyes. I'm falling in this deep immerse. Would you ever show me through?
GME 2240 just taking its time right now at the medium line on the 1 minute, on the 15 minute rather. 15 minute just about to curl back into green. We are going to get a bullish rest of the day. One minute MACD trying to shift red. SPY came up to 570.40, got rejected there, currently 570.06. Could be the end of that, could be coming back down. 1 minute MACD starting to shift red already. Not quite there yet though, still in positive territory. 5 minutes still looking good, could just be cooling off from the meantime. It only actually retraced to the medium line and bounced from there, so we'll see. As long as it holds these levels, we are going to continue to push up.
Tell me what's the point if I lose myself? Spend a couple days with nobody else, holding in my breath just to see if I can find you in my dreams. Oh, I'm getting tired of losing faith in everything I see. The beauty in the stars above have lost their hold on me. 'Cause I'm a sinner, I'm not a saint, a heart of a winner. So why do I take
Gosh, band's starting to narrow on the 1 hour, but couldn't tell you if the pop will be today or tomorrow. 2 hour also getting very narrow. GME just worming its way up. Hoping to see a better breakout here before then, but we have to go to the end of the line, then that's what we'll do. End of the day breakout, maybe? Yeah, SPY is looking healthy to me. We'll see. AMC hit a low of 436, new intraday low. We're still holding at 437, but we did get lower. Getting completely hammered. GME showing 300,000 short shares were used in the last hour. And at 1:30, AMC supposedly used only 100,000. Nano Dimensions had that big rally today. Starting to look like it's coming down, maybe even just to retest the EMA 200 at 234. But otherwise, I mean, that's not really too far, but maybe it'll recover. Did have a sharp drop off there. SPY starting to look worse. Oh, that's the wrong one. They need to stop showing that one. That's so dumb. Still the same ticker too. That's the thing that's annoying. It's like, it's not like it's a different ticker. Come on, why is this not doing mine? Weeble, what are you doing? What? Alright, screw it. See, it's this one.
Oh shit, man. Oh my god. Let me show you what I got. This beat is so hot. Oh my god.
So many things down today. I heard there's been a lot of calls being purchased for Unity. Unity getting smashed today. Maybe it was a short-term thing. I wonder if people are just spreading around like Roaring Kitty-ish rumors or trying to make Roaring Kitty-ish plays to make it look like it's him. I didn't have any reason to think he would be getting into Unity. DJT with a nice recovery here again. 14.10, pushing up. Lunar at 808, came down to 751 yesterday. Looking like it wants to push up. Lunar is one of those others that looks like a squeeze play to me. I mean, well, obviously it is because of what it's been doing, but looks like it has more. Nano Dimensions looking very promising. I used to love investing in this company. AMC right now 438. Maybe AMC will have found a base and is ready to start pushing up. Penny at a time. IWM didn't follow SPY's movements so much. I mean, I suppose you could say it did with that little bit, but really nowhere close to the kind of turnaround. So down to 217. Should be more rate cuts coming this month. It's going to continue to help IWM. I feel like they're just trying to shake people out. Meanwhile, SPY gave up basically everything that it had gotten there, and looking like it wants to come down a lot more. Zoomed out though, it really looks like it's great though. It looks like it wants to push up here a lot more. It's a really, I mean, not, yeah, just really bullish looking candle right there. That reversal right there. So we'll see. It's looking a lot more like it could be a bear trap forming. SPY looking very promising to me. Let's go to the upside here. As long as it doesn't break down further. It really could go either way here, but there is a lot of calls in the market. It's a really great time to go down, but looking at the pattern right now, it really looks like a bear trap. Gosh, at least that looks more exciting than GME's price action right now, too. Like, GME, I know it's coming. But gosh, GME just looks so boring right now.
Come round now, say around 5:30. Stay until the morning, then I carry on and live my hollow life. Did you really take my soul? Came and then you left a hole. Shot me in the late night, bleeding out in plain sight, running with the heart you stole. You got your desires, always starting fires. Losing sleep, I'm in too deep, I'm hiding Michael Myers. Building an empire, you were rising higher. Standing tall, but you will fall, cause we all hear the choir. Beautiful lies, dragging me under the table. Hell in her eyes, she wants to put me in a hole. Beautiful liar, holding me, I'm a neighbor. Bleeding me dry, she wants to devour my soul.
Fuck.
To be like that, trying to stab me in the back. Now I'm bleeding slowly, pray to God I'm holy, bury me still intact. Baby, don't make a noise, murdering brings you joy.
Looking at the heat map for today, just a ton of red in the market today. Really just Nvidia, Meta, a little bit of Microsoft, AMD, couple other names. Other than that, really just a significant amount of red. Tesla still up 0.58% as well today. Meta had a big day.
Fuck.
TLT continuing to go down and make new intraday lows. Zooming out, though, we can see that we are currently on an uptrend over the larger scheme of things.
I've slayed a couple demons in my day. You don't know I can't be swayed. Oh no. Beautiful lies, dragging me under the table. Hell in her eyes, she wants to put me in a hole. Beautiful liar, holding me, I'm a neighbor. Bleeding me dry, she wants to devour my soul.
Fuck.
É desse jeito, é desse jeito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. É desse jeito, é desse jeito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. E mais um.
Camisinha é ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha é ruim.
Ugh, it'll be a miserable rest of the day if this just happens all day long till the close. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it could. Did just get a lot of volume right there and pushing us down there. It's probably them dumping more shares on it. 67,000 right there. Man, just got zero aftermarket or pre-market volume, it looks like. Yo, what up, Jeff Jolly? Stuck in mud. I know, man. It feels that way real bad. Feels that way. We'll get out of it. We're definitely gonna get out of it. We're working our way out of it. It's getting closer and closer, but boy, oh boy, are we definitely stuck in it. Just a couple days here, though. Just a couple days, and we're gonna see a return of the volume that we saw on Friday. Just a couple more days. At least we're not stuck in the kind of mud that AMC's stuck in. AMC's mud sucks worse. Ugh. I wouldn't want to be stuck in that mud. I mean, I am kind of stuck in that mud, but not to the effect of GME. And get the spades out. Today at 440, oops. Yo, that's awesome, Kyle Jones. I'm happy for you, man. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out, man. It's gonna work out. Just gotta wait it out. Just think of this as the final shakeout. They're just trying their damnedest one last time. Throw everything they got at it. Getting very oversold though on the 1 hour. Big pop. Big pop will have to come. 30 minutes at 17. Big pop coming. 15-minute curling green.
Stuck through blizzards, winter nights with you. Now I'm blooming just for you.
30-minute trying to curl up. I think that AMC is going to get something before the end of the day.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
Well, I say a few days because I think GME is going to run in a few days. And then I think that when GME runs, AMC will run with it. That's just kind of historically what AMC ends up doing. And that's just a squeeze, though. It could come back down to lower levels here. Not lower than it is now, but I mean, just like, could come back, retrace a lot of it, but maybe not. I'm kind of expecting it to pop and then hold some higher levels. And I base that also not only with like the GME stuff, but because I made a lot of money off AMC 3 years ago when it squeezed. And just remembering what the price action was like 3 years ago and what it did after it finally popped and all that. That's kind of where I'm at with AMC. I haven't really spoken on price targets. I try not to give, too many price targets. There's really a lot of things that could happen. Personally though, I do think that the 45 to 50 range is easy. Everything after that is where it gets difficult. There's some short sellers who are probably in the position anyways, but had said that they weren't going to short GME anymore until it was above $50. So I always keep that in the back of my mind. I do personally think that this squeeze is going to be larger than June for sure. And I want to say just like larger than the 3, the largest of the 3, but still remains to be seen. Personally, I think $100 feels easy to get rejected at, and then come down swiftly, possibly. But anything above 100 is super possible, but there's just got to be a lot that happens. Because the thing that people have to remember is that, like, AMC, or GME rather, went up to like $1,000 in 2021, but that's now split adjusted down to $120. So if we go above 121, then we'll be at all-time highs. And that's a ton of money to be put in the market. It's super possible with what GME has going on behind the scenes. The question just comes down to, is this going to finally be the big one, or what kind of squeeze is it going to be like? Is there still more later on down the road? GME has, I don't know how much you really know about it all, but like GME, you could speculate. It's not 100% proven yet, but it's believed that GME still has basically all the shorts from years ago still out there waiting to be closed out, and it's just a short interest that's like 10 times the float maybe that's a little bit high, but you know, something along those lines, upper to those upper levels. And yeah, it's just real bad what they've done with the market. And so I do think that a big one for GME is eventually coming, just a matter of when. But for this one in a couple days, again, you know, 50 is easy. Everything above 50 is where you got to start watching closely. Yeah, that's I'm sorry that happened to you. That always sucks when that happens to people. But it's okay. You know, you are about to get it back. You really, well, I mean, it depends on what your cost basis is, I suppose, but AMC's really interesting right now, and I think the reason why they're holding it down more is because it has way more explosive potential than GME. I don't know if you know that. I assume you do. But I could explain all that too. But otherwise, you know, you get it. It just the ceiling on AMC is so much higher than the ceiling on GME. Okay, yeah, awesome. You're right there then. Shouldn't be too hard. God, it just really hasn't been running like it was back in May and June. Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I love digging in to talk about it. Feel free to ask any questions you might ever have. GME is so dull. It's breaking below here. It could just be coming down to retest this EMA 200. But it does have the 5 minutes starting to shift back red. We do have something coming in a couple days. I hope we don't have to wait that long for it. I mean, obviously, but I hope it could. I hope I'm overestimating the distance. I hope that it's a little sooner. Tired of waiting. AMC 438. Green 5-minute MACD. Still in negative territory though. Still has a ways to go get to positive territory in that. 1 minute trying to curl back up. God, AMC is so slow when it moves. I mean, when it really moves, it moves, but price action when it's not squeezing is miserable to look at. I hate it. Nano dimensions broke below the medium line on the 5-minute chart. Bands are starting to come together in Nano. They are red with momentum dying, volume dying down. Could really go either way on Nano dimensions. A lot of room to run to the upside, and still a decent amount of room to fall. DJT back below $14.
Oh my God, you are the I got a monster stuck in the back of my head and I'm dead. I got the devil inside me and everything that I see is red. Vision is blurry, I'm in a hurry, my skin is starting to shed quick. Call up the doctor, swallow some pills, maybe I'll wake up in bed. I'm a disaster, can I move faster? Honey, I'm over the edge. No point in stopping me, I'm not your property, gotta take care of my ledge. My friends are dead, I'm losing my head, I gotta get off of these meds. I am unstable, willing and able, give you this body to pledge. Oh my God, you are the devil.
Just a waiting game, unfortunately. Back to waiting.
Oh my God, you are the devil.
Can't find anything significant that anybody is really talking about right now on Super Stonk. GME with a nicer looking candle. A little bit more volume coming in. 23,000 and then 13,000. Hopefully we can continue this going upwards here. We did just get pushed down quite a bit though. Oh gosh darn it, freaking nano dimensions. My bad, I'm sorry. There's no hope. Nope, GME still looks terrible. Gosh, that 1 hour just refuses to turn up. 15 minutes turned back down. 5 minute now red as well. SPY looking ready to jump up. Building that spring, the rocket to the upside. $2:45, 15 minutes left till power hour. Maybe we will see something happen here in this final hour to boost us up. Is Wednesday. Feels like maybe a little signals due. Hollow looking like it could go for kind of a triple top setup here. Could be ready for Hollow to break out a little bit to the upside. Not too far though, maybe. Could just be the start of things though. We'll see if it actually does though. Could just get rejected.
I could be the one you talk to when you're feeling down. I could be the one you run to when the moon hits the ground. I can say what I'm feeling, but the words just don't come out. If you ever feeling lonely, girl, just know I'll come around. Cause I've traveled so far just to get to where you are. And I know that you're broken, but that makes you who you are. So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight. I know what you're feeling, I see that look in your eyes. So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight. Cause what I've been dreaming is giving you my paradise. So pick up the pieces. So pick up the pieces. Baby, I'ma be there through the rough parts of it all. Holding your hand, fighting for the things that we want. Be the rock you lean on, with you by my side. Baby, when we fall, together we'll rise. Cause I've traveled so far just to get to where you are. And I know that you're broken, but that makes you who you are. So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight. I know what you're feeling, I see that look in your eyes. So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight. Cause what I've been dreaming is giving you my paradise. So pick up the pieces. So pick up the pieces. Show me you mean it tonight.
Best to give me that loyalty. Best to give me that loyalty. Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
Gosh, what a narrow range we've been trading in all day long. We're looking extremely bullish for the days to come, though. As long as we can hold this. It'd be nice to actually go green on the day, but if we don't, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Green days are coming. looking back, I mean, there were push-ups. I had the red in between before the next big push-up, so you know, could just be something similar. I was trying to look for something that actually matched, but only things that are kind of close.
They'll be calling me royalty.
Land, this is God given, not from blue tops like Mars Simpson, just hard discipline, pot simmering, cooking up, no rocks in the pan, watching the plan form in the sand, bidding castles out of thoughts in our head, late nights, no sleep in my bed, trying to see my dreams manifest. Look at that, now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice, I was bad like Mike, now I'm good like Kendrick said, boy, we gon' be out.
Once we get our breakout, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, like $23, $24 breakout.
For all the ones who showed up with no motives. That fake love is so bogus. I don't take love from false owners. Don't respect those who promote it. On paper, you look honest. On the outside, looking in.
Just gotta make our jump up to 30. That's really what we're waiting on. Hit 30, break through 30, and then wildness. Yo, what up, Swamp Fox? Oh, I know. Feels like it, but fortunately, I believe there's things behind the scenes getting that nuke ready. Just waiting for it to line up here.
Put the past on ice. I was bad like Mike. Now I'm good like Kendrick said, boy, we gon' be alright. I just double my price. Yeah, I get love on sight.
Smart man, Swamp Fox, smart man. I think that we've seen the bottom on GME, just a matter of time. AMC probably saw the bottom as well, I would think, 436. Still could keep going down. I mean, I thought we weren't going to go below 450 before. Now here we are at 436, but I really don't think we're going much lower than this. If GME is gonna start climbing from here in the next day or two, then AMC is gonna follow. Yeah, we've all been here before. We know this game. Nothing to worry about, just a matter of time. Just need another big set of volume to come in and we will be golden. Yeah, certainly more room to go to the downside, but should still at least be able to hold $4 easily, so whatever. Whatever they gotta do, it's just a matter of time. They're just throwing everything they got at it for now. In Arcata. Yeah. Please, GME, don't let us have this whole day like this. I mean, I can wait till tomorrow, I just don't want to. Give us some positive price action. Back to shifting green on the 1 minute. 25,000 volume on the last 1 minute candle. Yeah, last ditch effort before it all comes crumbling down. I'm really interested also too. I don't know if you heard about the in Europe they raided like, I don't know, 150 brokers or whatever, trying to figure out if any of them have anything to do with like the derivatives such abuse in the market. And so I'm really interested to hear any news about that here coming soon. That if anything gets caught there, it's just gonna rip GME and AMC wide open. Friday afternoon. I'm optimistic for this week and optimistic for Friday. I do think that there's a reasonable chance that it could be the beginning of next week. I'm going for the 30th through the 2nd in my head. But still could definitely happen this week. I would love to see it happen this week. That'd be better. But I am holding on hope until the 2nd. If the 2nd comes and goes, my mental state could be a little frustrated. Then it means a fair amount more waiting after that, maybe. Not necessarily, but I don't really know what to look forward. Realistically, I mean, I guess it's the 5th. The 5th's actually the last date in my head. Wait, no. No, it must be the 3rd. 3rd's the last date in my head. But Friday afternoon would be great. I doubt a lot of Fridays because we've been landing right at or very close to max pain every Friday since June. But I'd love to see it being a Friday. Friday would be extra crazy because then we get that massive gamma ramp. Gosh, just doesn't want to move even a little bit. Breaking above the EMA 200 on the 1 minute chart. Right now at the top of the bands. Could be time for GME to actually break out. Yeah, I mean, it's just optimism. You know, it's trying to look forward to the future and playing a little game of predicting it. That definitely helps pass the time and helps remind you that, you know, just because it's not happening right now doesn't mean it's not coming. Yeah, I do have a lot of options expiring on Friday for sure. And I think, I don't really remember for sure, but I think the options that were purchased on last Friday with that massive volume, I think that it was for options expiring this Friday. So that is something optimistic to think about.
You just like the bad girl, and me she's the best. Easy with the sad girl, she'll put you to the test. Now she's just a mad girl, laying on your chest. Let her go out.
And GME breaking back below that line. Still doesn't mean we're not about to break out, but would really like to see this come faster. Could just be nothing. Frankly, it's been nothing this whole time, but I'm trying to be optimistic. We are still shifted red on the 5 and 15. And the 30 just shifted back to red. Definitely can curl it up still. I'll feel a lot better once this 1 hour is curled up. It is now 3:03 p.m. though. It is officially power hour. 57 minutes left in the trading day. I want to think that GME has a breakout coming here soon, but it's slow.
You just like the bad girl, and me she's the best. Easy with the sad girl, she'll put you to the test. Now she's just a mad girl, laying on your chest. Let her go out with it, go up and down with it. You just like the bad girl, and me she's the best. Easy with the sad girl, she'll put you to the test. Now she's just a mad girl, laying on your chest. Let her go out with it, go up and down with it.
SPY looking like it might finally be ready for that breakout to the upside. 1 minute just turned green at the top of the bands.
Pulled up to the set when I heard that brutal sound of the bass. Start to feel like I'm dreaming, man, should have seen that look on my face. But I'm so low key, I'm an anonymous G that I left no trace. But when I step one foot in the room, I'ma set this place. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound. Better rise up when I shut this down. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound. Better rise up when I shut this. It feels like murder, murder. Setting them alight when I lit that flame. Try pulling up side by side for the race, just realize that we're in a different lane. Yeah, see I'm out here killing the game. How can you claim that we're living the same? See in reality being on a similar stage. You're sitting in the crib.
GME 2231. Coming down, testing the EMA 200 on the 5 minute chart. Very narrow bands right now. But did get rejected at the top of the bands in the 1 minute. And enough to shift the MACD red once again on the 1 minute chart. Back to waiting. Speaking of back to waiting, SPY looking like it could shift red on the 1 minute now. Back to waiting. Tesla 256, slowly pushing up. A gap down this morning. TLT getting a bounce after coming down to 97.85. And they 97.95. Just testing prior levels. If it gets rejected here, TLT could be coming down further. Otherwise, you know, breakthrough, make a recovery. Go back more to the upside. Trying to look for signs of what the market's gonna do. PCC at 0.72. There's not a lot of puts in the market. Puts are very cheap. Be a really good time to bring down SPY. Fair amount of red candles in a row there as well. 5 red candles. Enough to shift red on the 1 minute. Bring in the 5 minutes, starting to curl back down. 15 minutes, still red and negative territory. Could be time for the SPY to start coming down a bit. Still very much on the uptrend on a daily though. Can't stress that out. Can't stress that enough. Could be starting to curl down though. This is all-time highs. We are kind of due for retracement here soon. PayPal looks like it's breaking down. PayPal could be about to start coming down. Boeing still looking awful. Boeing doesn't have far to go. If it breaks much further down, if it breaks like another over $1 down, it's gonna start coming down harder, I think. Baba still not pushing up. Really was expecting the Chinese market to rally quite a bit. Still expecting it, theoretically. But honestly, with how things are in the economy, it wouldn't shock me if it dropped off. Intel and Nvidia looking very similar right now. Not looking too weak. Could easily flip though. They are trading right at this line that I drew here for whatever reason a long time ago. So could be using that as resistance here soon to come down, who knows? A lot of bullish signs though signaling right now on Nvidia though. Could be making a run for all-time highs, we'll see. It's really gonna be based on what the SPY ends up doing here. Is the market gonna come down or make all-time highs? Making predictions here. It looks like it's coming down. Still has that 15-minute trying to curl up though. I mean, I'm really just basing that on the 5-minute, which is still green. Still green, could easily get a bounce. I say that, you know, I might want to think this through here. Really just, you know, if it breaks below these levels, then you gotta start getting concerned. Still no for now though, it's actually above the median line. Could break to the upside here soon. Just gonna have to decide what it wants to do. Just kind of in a channel downwards right now, again. Below the medium line on the 1-minute chart right now. Bands getting very narrow, it's just bouncing between the bands right now. 1 minute starting to curl up a little bit. Gonna come down whether or not it breaks through here or gets rejected, I think. Is looking promising. Looking worse. It's more interesting to look at SPY right now that it is GME, unfortunately, so just gonna keep doing this. SPY really looking like it could actually come down now. Retraced almost all of that green candle. "45 minutes left in the trading day even. Perhaps they're waiting till 3:30 for options to expire. SPY right now needs to hold this level or it's gonna come down a bit further. Looks like it's already starting to break through a little bit here. SPY continuing to come down now. Could just be following this channel though, still really not moving too fast. Coming up to a greater level of support and resistance. If it can bounce here, it'll be fine. What Chard doing today? Is that a ticker? Yeah, what up though, Assidious? Nice to see you. Oh, that's not a ticker. Sorry, I'm not really sure what you're asking today. But how you doing? What GME chart? Okay, I got you. Yeah, I've been staring at this thing all day. Honestly, it's just waiting to play out. It might need the rest of the day. Maybe we'll get something here soon. Every time the MACD shifts green on the 1 minute time frame, it just shifts right back down. So just doing a lot of consolidation right now. Could need to wait till tomorrow to actually start seeing something. Still looking very bullish though, you know, it's just a matter of time. It's just a waiting game right now. It's still looking incredibly bullish. And I guess we are green on the day now. No. Okay, that's why I was confused. Okay, so we're not green on the day. We're down 1.55%. That's what I thought. When I looked at the daily, I didn't see the red candle. Why do I not see red when I look at the daily? Okay. God, I learned to lock my candles. God, that's annoying. DJT up 13% the last 2 days. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on that all day today too. What a great turnaround for DJT. Question is that the end though? Right now it's just consolidating, holding these upper levels here. Could be just the beginning. Just gonna come down whether or not it breaks up or downwards after this next one. It is below the medium line right now on the 5 minute. Bands are starting to narrow a bit. We shall know soon. Is this Taylor Swift? I don't think so. I'm not. It's not my playlist that's playing. It's just like a YouTube playlist, but it's supposed to be all non-copyright music. So I would imagine there would be no Taylor Swift in there. It did sound like it though. Now that you're saying it, like I can hear it in my head. It did sound like it. But yeah, it's just a YouTube playlist. SPY on the 5 minute just has so many red candles, and the 5 minute looks like it wants to shift red. It's not quite there yet, but I do think SPY could be coming down more here soon. That being said, the 1 minute is in negative territory, trying to curl up. Yo, you were liking that one? Yo, what up, Rich? Yeah, I actually really like that song in this playlist. I'll turn it up a little bit for you. Getting Blade vibes, yeah. It's still going, it'll come back. Screw stocks though today. I mean, realistically, like AMC and GME are miserable to look at. A lot of misery, a lot of boredom. Really not a lot going on. A lot of consolidation across the market right now. It's coming.
Et les tournants des yeux des yeux, on voit les sentiers qui gémissent, nettoient de nouveau à tréfoler. Marche, il n'y a pas de jumeaux, sinon celui d'étoiles dans les murs.
Maybe this should just be the tune and momentum that GME needs. Interesting, Assidious. I don't think I even realized that Disney owned Blade. Hopefully they don't screw it up. SPY looking a little bit more like it might curl up that 1 minute back to green here soon. We'll see what it ends up doing here. Might get a push up. Unbelievable though. Yeah, I really questioned that for a minute. In my head, I was like, man, what a terrible decision that would be too. I feel like it would ruin it. I mean, the right Asian actor could definitely pull it off, but you'd have to get it right. Wesley Snipes is just such a badass about it, you know? You doing a push-up? 1 minute might be starting to curl back down here, getting rejection and continuing to stay red. Could be bad. Can't stress enough though, I'm all doom and gloom because of GME, but daily on the S&P is looking great. But again, we are at all-time highs. I mean, I think a pullback is due at some point. Really could go either way. Workhorse at 83 cents. That is quite sad. Quite sad. It was up to 93 cents, 92.5 cents this morning. Just a matter of time though till it recovers, I'm sure. Still hasn't even retraced most of its move, so it's just consolidating before it pushes up more. Oh man, Palantir. Since $8 too, what a trade. Yeah, Palantir has been making us proud finally. I've been in and out of Palantir a bunch. I always get really impatient waiting for stuff to come, but now it's actually finally moving, which is nice to see at least. Yo, appreciate you, Assidious. You have a great day, man. Looking forward to better days this week, don't you worry. Bands on the 5 minute starting to constrict even further for the SPY with it shifting red right now on the MACD. Could be a bearish sign for what's to come. We are below the medium line. Yeah, that is awesome, Rich. Especially with the S&P inclusion. I mean, that's such big news. The only thing I'm worried about right now is if the S&P 500 is going to have a big correction because of GME or some other factor, I'm worried it's going to bring down Palantir in the short term. Palantir in the long term, though, is still going to make a big recovery and hit all-time highs here soon. Regardless, you know, maybe that a correction won't happen, but regardless, I think Palantir is going to work out fine.
She got a body like a goddess, and she talks so sweet.
I mean, because frankly, you know, if the SPY dropped massively because of GME shorts closing out, I'm sure a lot of apes would invest in Palantir. I would.
If she let me get on it, yeah. So come here, baby, listen close. Hold me tight, don't let me go. Girl, you know that I'ma want you all my life. But I got so much left to do, except for falling in love with you. So I'ma let you keep me up another time. But please don't stay the night.
Feeling good about it? Yeah. I mean, and frankly, you know, Palantir does better during wars. And they're, you know, it's a mess right now out there. Just gonna have to watch the SPY further. I mean, it's at least something kind of exciting, I think. Exciting to think this thing could be moving here soon. Keeps faking us out though. It is now green on the MACD again. So for now, I mean, realistically, it's just further consolidation. Really could still go either way. We have gotten rejected from the EMA 200 a couple times now, though. More hedge for peacetime, so yeah, no, absolutely. They do offer a lot of services that don't necessarily require war. They just do better during war. One minute for the SPY, very narrow bands. It is gonna choose a direction one way or the other here soon. We are still below the median line. It is now 3:30 p.m. as well. Daily options contracts should be expiring. Maybe they want to wait. Maybe they're waiting till now to push down the SPY. Last I checked, PCC was still kind of a mess. 0.738. Not a lot of puts in the market. Perfect time to push it down. Cost to borrow for GME rising slightly, 0.39. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, Palantir, I've had an eye on them for such a long time. And, you know, what a great company. Nice to see that turnaround. Definitely big things coming from Palantir in the future, I think. SPY testing the bottom of the bands right now. If it breaks below this, it could be a lot more red coming. If it happens to hold this, though, we might end up seeing a nice push to the upside. Looking to me like it's gonna come down. GME breaking to the downside. Yeah, sorry, just auto playing. Let's see if the next one's better. Or maybe, I don't know, there's one that I like. I'll see if you like it on this list. Let's see where that is. GME right now, 22.19. Came down quite a bit there. Retested the bottom, though, and getting a bounce. That should be nothing to worry about. If we can bounce from here, that'll be great. What? Where'd it go? It stopped. SPY is actually getting a bounce from there. Came up, retested the medium line, though. Really needs to break through this if it's going to keep recovering. It's looking more and more like this is going to keep coming down if it doesn't break through this level. That was a lot of volume coming through, though. 250,000 volume. Not on GME, though. GME got 88,000 volume to the downside there. And they might be dumping on it more here. Yeah, it's making things happen. Looks like SPY did get rejected from that point. Still really just kind of in a channel downwards. It really feels too early to call it. 1 minute's trying to flip back up green here. We are only about the 50% point on this green bar. We gotta break down more to really think it's gonna actually come down here. Collected chakra crystals. Can't go wrong with that, man. Gotta protect your chakra. GME right now, 22.22. Trying to decide what it's gonna do here. We really would like to see a bigger recovery here off this big red candle to feel better about going back up. Let me know sometime how you feel about this one. I'm a little indifferent. You can go both ways on this song. Rich, I don't want to wait 2 weeks. Can you take a vitamin supplement or something to make your chakras go a little faster? How's about 1 week? Compromise. We'll meet in the middle. Oh, yikes. Yikes, I know. Feels that way. We're actually 1 week though right now, realistically in my head. If it doesn't work out after 1 week, then we're back to 2 weeks, and I don't know what to think after that. GME right now getting a bounce at 22.26, trying to test this medium line. Got to break back above that. SPY is continuing to sell off a bit here. Really still need to see a faster sell-off if I'm really going to think that this is definitely going to make something happen. Yeah, something similar to that. Yeah, that's more what I was talking about when I said that. Maybe just a little bit more. Should accelerate here soon though if we break through 569. SPY getting a bounce for now. Does look like it is going to keep continuing downwards though. Question is, how far down are we going to come down on SPY? Are we just going to come down and test these lows and get a bounce? Or are we going to break through this and go a lot faster? Looks like we're going to keep going down, but we'll see. When I'm offline? Yeah, absolutely. I sure will. Propaganda by Biome. Roger that. I'm assuming that's a copyrighted song, but I do like some sick beats. I'm for it. No, I've never even heard of it either, too, so I'm excited. Love new music. See if I have something else here that's just like saved that's non-copyright.
Got drunk off your lie, and I lost myself again. You hit just like a drug. This time I won't let you in. You're playing with fire. No, I didn't know the prey, but
GME 2215 did get rejected at that medium line. Nothing to worry about, but this is certainly coming down more than I would have wanted it to or thought that it would today. We're still trading in a little bit of a wedge here though, so should be nothing to worry about. Just annoying. Why does my music keep pausing like that? This wasn't quite what I thought it was when I clicked on it, but I just kind of want to play because it's non-copyright, but it's Tobu, you know? I like Tobu a lot. Starting to hear a little more of the Tobu now.
Tú tienes la pócima para enloquecerme, pero voy a draw the line. Que yo ya sé que es de ti. I got to stay away, got to stay away. Sé que como un trofeo quieres tenerme, pero I don't need no one. Que yo ya sé que es de ti. I got to stay.
How's Cost looking these days? Cost is about to turn up on the daily. Very close to doing that. Cost should run significantly.
You broke my heart once again. I won't find the dust in return. I can't give it, I can't give it. I won't give in this time. You broke my heart once again. When you bad, you bad.
Not that shifting up on the daily means anything. It's okay though. We're still a ways to go to positive territory. Really just need a nice climb.
I can't go back to you. I'm stronger than that. Been to the dark side, I don't know. So if you wanna shoot far away, I won't go back to you. I'm stronger, I'm stronger, I'm stronger today. I'm stronger today.
This is an interesting one that looks a little bit like what we're into. Maybe. I don't know. Just a big gap down there. And, you know, a lot of shaky days while we're pushing up into a big one. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it, isn't it? You know, that's basically it. It's just, you know, after the other big ones, you get these smaller ones. So we went, this is the big turning point here when it went from the small ones back to the big ones, huh? Oh, we're close, friends. We're close. Hang in there. SPY did start getting a little bit more of a bounce there. Back to green MACD, starting to push up here, currently above the medium line. and actually getting a little bit of a push here. Still needs to break through these prior highs. But we were getting pretty oversold on the RSI, so it was time to get a little bit of a bounce. Question is, are we going to break through these levels? Higher time frames all still remaining red. 15 minutes trying to curl up though.
I'm messing with your mind. My eyes are sharp like your blade. I drive your mind insane.
Still looking to me like we're coming down more, but it could easily flip that around if we can push up more, but it still looks like we're coming down. 11 minutes left in the day actually. Day's almost done. Really not looking spectacular, not having the day we wanted to have yet on GME. 10 minutes left in the day. Kind of wild to think that we might get something in the last 10 minutes. It's possible though. Right now though, we are below the medium line. 5 minutes has us following the bands to the downside. Starting to get pretty oversold though on the 5-minute chart. Could be time for our bounce here soon. 1 minute was definitely getting oversold. Ten minutes remaining in the day. Come on, Jimmy. Don't let them keep you down. Keep your chin up. SPY forming a couple bearish looking candles here. Really has to break through this level in order to confirm a reversal. Otherwise, we're going down. GME 2215. Gross. GME might end up coming down, testing the bottom of our channel here, but I think that everything's gonna be fine tomorrow. Just another day of waiting, they're just pushing it off. Trying to hold it down. Just a couple days remain though, friends. I think that there's a lot of potential for Friday or Monday.
You know I said just. Just
Oh man, you need some headphones, bro.
you know I said just.
Palantir starting to break upwards. 37.15. Is that going to bring the SPY up with it at all? Little bit. SPY looking like it might try breaking upwards with Palantir here. We'll see. We'll see. Shame it's the end of the day. Might just make everything fizzle out here. Palantir could be coming up for a bit of a triple top. Definitely something to be worried about there. Definitely will need to break through that level. GME probably going to come down, test the bottom of our channel, maybe even an aftermarket before we get another push up. I feel like I've made my position on SPY pretty clear all along. I don't know. Daily suggests that we should be getting all-time highs, but if GME is happening at the end of this week, in the way that SPY is already acting, I feel like might have a surprise coming in at the end of the week. I don't know. We'll see. Still, a TLT starting to come down more and more. That is definitely like something that would suggest the opposite of what I just said, but could be temporary. Still, I can't. I'm honestly really surprised to see the market hold up with really still not a lot of puts in the market, a lot of calls. Would have been a great time for them to push that down. Mag 8. I mean, honestly, Palantir has that kind of potential if you give it a long enough time span. Couple years, oh yeah. Definitely has that potential. GME 2208. Don't worry though, you're gonna have to make room. It's gonna be the Mag 9. GameStop. Can't not have them on there. Yeah, GME is just gonna come down, just gonna test the bottom of this before we bounce up more. Just kind of a crappy day, but it just is what it is. Big one is coming. Should probably get new weekly highs tomorrow, depending if you count the 24 or not. We might break 24 tomorrow. I would venture to bet that we will. Feels like I've been saying that now for a couple days though, but, or at least yesterday I thought we would have done better, but this plays out, it's gonna have to break one way or the other. Wonder why Palantir dropped off so much yesterday. It's profit taking. Overall valuation and being overbought rating downgrade. Wonder why they mark that as neutral. None of that sounds neutral. I mean, I guess you could say your stock's being bought a lot and people think that's really good. I mean, I guess that's kind of positive also. 3:59, 1 minute left in the trading day. GME right now, 22.14. Did not have that bullish hour that we thought we were gonna have, but I'm so confident. Tomorrow is Thursday. I'm so confident we're gonna get a big turnaround before the end of the week. And we're officially in after hours. Actually, that is it, 4 p.m. I want to give a big thank you to everybody who came through today. Thank you guys so much. Here to support the GME cause and just kind of bring awareness and hang out and help each other. So hopefully you guys, if you guys like that, you'll consider dropping a subscribe and a like, and maybe coming back here tomorrow. I usually here from market open till market close. I wasn't today because things came up, but I will be here tomorrow, and we'll be looking to a better day. I love you though. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Warlord Mohican. Good night, Rich. Good night, Assidious. And I appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon.